afternoon, 3:49 p.m. Eastern Time. Just doing the usual in the beginning of these live streams and still setting it up. Let's get everything going here. Hopefully there's some people around. Volume all the way down, and we're ready. Okay. Let's get to the live chat. There we go. Everything is set up. Let's see if anyone is around or if everybody's still at work. West Coast guys, it's probably 12:49 p.m. Intimidation, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. It's good to see at least somebody's around. Okay, there's quite a few of you around, so that's a good thing. Bubba, how you doing? Julio, what's up, buddy? Good to see people in the zone. Just woke up. Figured we'd rock one of these. Ooh, a lot of people on now. Let me try to catch up already. Brandon, how you doing, buddy? Nick, what's up? You're here. Good to know. Good to know. Good to see you. Tukes, how you doing? Jared, what's up? Manuel, howdy. Polaris, Ontario in the house. Canada is now well represented. The Sport Wagon is here. Just got home. Good call. Air, what's going on? Bam, hello. Ben, hello. Beer o'clock, baby. It's beer o'clock. Jerome, how you doing? Quebec in the house. So to Canada. Tam is present. Dale, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Kay Brooks, how you doing? Robert, Allentown, PA, and we're living here in Allentown. Well, they're not really closing all the factories down anymore, because is there any factories left in Allentown? Phil, what's going on, buddy? It is good to see folks signing on. While I have you in the beginning, before I forget, I just wanted to thank you if you didn't see my post. Thank you for 28,000 subscribers, and thank you for 10 million views. Hit both of those milestones on the same day, so that was cool. So I appreciate you guys watching the channel and hanging out for all the information we could come up with. Current gen, past gen, next gen. So thank you for being here, and thank you for stopping in at a weird time for these live streams. Let's see. Luigi, what's going on? Burlington, North Carolina in the house. Good to know. Julio says, I'm in Arizona right now. Went to Camelback Toyota. I asked the 2021 Tundra TRD Pro Lunar Rock. Oh, 77 grand there. Pretty nuts. Joe says, greetings, Tundra World. Yeah, so California, West Coast prices for these Tundras, especially TRD Pro, are insane. They're bad here. They're insane there. 77, 80K I've seen on some of them. Very interesting. Prices are still up. Used prices are still insane. New Tundras are still not slamming the lots. Weird time. Weird time. You guys got to know this. You guys know I do the dealership walks, right? I try to do them every Sunday. What you don't know is the behind the scenes. For the days leading up to Sunday, all I do is search and email all these local dealerships to see what is actually on the lot. They have pictures of Tundras on their website saying they're in stock, but most of the time they're in transit. It is a huge pain in the butt, but somebody's got to do it. And a lot of times when you contact, and all of you will agree with me on this one, when you contact a dealership and you say, hey, I don't want to waste your time. I just want to know how many Tundras you have on the lot. They start asking for all your information because you become a lead for them and a potential sale, even though you say up front, not a potential sale. So the best thing I could do is hope. I've gone to dealerships that said they had Tundras in stock on the lot, and when I get there, there's nothing. Or when I get there, they're still in transit. So it's been an interesting few months doing those dealership walks. But we do get lucky, and we do find some good used ones and some really nice new ones every once in a while. So I'm going to keep on fighting. We're going to find stuff every single time. Emmanuel says, did you watch the YouTube video Toyota posted about diesel engines, possibly a hint of a diesel in the lineup for USA? I did see the video. Still skeptical about that. Maybe in the Tacoma or something, but I don't know, man. Just with the emission standards, everything's going the other direction. But hey, I would not be mad about that, and I know you guys wouldn't be either. Tuke said, order my Pro 2 weeks ago, MSRP. That is awesome. What is your wait time for your Pro? Did they give you any idea? Jerome says, any updates about the chip shortage? No. I hear a bunch of things. I always try to keep a pulse on it. Some say it's going to end by the end of this year. Some say Q1 2022. And some say all through 2022. So it really depends on who you ask. Pretty crazy. Gerard says, new Tundra will cost as much as a small house. 100% agree with you, sir. I bet you even the lower trim ones will be expensive, especially up front, because if they're having the chip shortage with the 2021s, and if they're saving chips for these new gens to where there won't be that much of a shortage, these dealerships are going to get an influx of Tundras, and they're going to want to, bump those prices way up. So I look forward to that. Tim says, wish he could get one, I bet. They told me probably 90 days, not bad. Yeah, they're still building 2021s right now. Camper Mike, what's going on, buddy? He's not in a good signal area, but he's stopping in to say hello, and that's always a good thing. Tam says, I got $35,000 for my 2014 Limited in the poorest state in the union. That's pretty good. 35 grand is not bad. Less than 19K on my Tundra. No desire to trade and start over. Yeah, dude, I mean, if you owe that little, you might as well keep going. Wait for the next gen to see if anything comes out that you guys want. Chair's messed up, fixing it. Okay. So good, 46 people on. I'm shocked that many people were able to sign on at this weird time o' day. It's good to know you guys hit the notification bell, so thank you very much for that. Rick says, what do you think of making my 2021 1794 into a Pro? It's a TRD 4x4, just need good scoop. Your thoughts? You mean to say hood scoop. So Rick, it's interesting you say that because in one of my upcoming videos that I planned the other day, I'm going to do a video on how much it would cost to pro your truck. What I did was, the guys were here putting in my new central air system because my old one broke. So I sat there and I had a couple hours while they were doing the work, and I wrote a video. And it's not just turning your current Tundra into a Pro. I literally went and found every single thing and the price. Not just the suspension, the wheels, things like that. I went and found the bumper end caps, the handles, every single thing they sell to make a Tundra into a Pro, even the stuff that isn't the crazy things, like I said, the suspension and the wheels. I went and found everything. So one of these days I'm going to make that video. You will be shocked at the price to turn your 2018 and up Tundra into a Pro. That's the direction we went this time. So stay tuned for that. George says, dude, just got in. Hi to everyone. Let's listen. I like it, George. Welcome aboard, buddy. Thanks for being here. Camper Bike says, may buy a RAV4 when I get the Tundra paid for. There you go. Since Camry and Corollas are so expensive now, RAV, not a lot. I get you. Tuke said I ordered a 2021 Pro, not 2022. That we know. 6-7 says almost traded in my 2019 1794 for the exact same truck as a 2021. Tempting with trade-in value, but really meh. Need to come back to reality. I hear you. Mama Cash says, any updates on your old Platinum Pro? So the dealership that I traded in my Platinum Pro to get the TRD Pro that I have now, my salesman ended up buying my truck. And I keep up with him every once in a while. Still drives it. I think he hit 50,000 miles on it recently. Supercharger's still good. Everything's good about the truck. He hit a deer with it last year, so he had to get his front bumper redone. I think it was just the front bumper, and the wheel well had an issue. But he took care of that. Everything else is fine. But so far, so good. If I hear anything, I'll keep you guys updated. But last I heard, which was about a month ago, all is well. All is well. M says traded. Nice. Rick says thank you anytime. Matt, what's going on, buddy? Any idea what the 2022 Platinum will look like? I would think, I've sat there, and I've studied that TRD Pro 2022 picture, and I studied a picture of the 2021 TRD Pro Tundra. And the reason I studied two different generations is because I looked at the 2021 Pro, and then I looked at like a 2021 Limited and saw the little bit of differences. Now, obviously, they want to keep costs down. So if you go look at that picture on the Toyota website of the 2022 Next Generation Pro, and you take the grill and mentally think of that grill as something that's going to be more of a silver chrome with the Toyota, like that Toyota logo, not written Toyota, you're pretty much looking at what a Platinum will look like. It'll be a different grill, different wheels and tires, same shape to the body. So it's not going to be that far off of what's there. I think there'll just be more chrome and less blacked out stuff. Pretty simple, pretty easy, but that's the best you could do it without drawing up a picture of what you think it may look like. But I guess. M says, oh, there he goes. Traded my 2018 Tacoma for a 2021 Tundra and loving it. Good stuff, buddy. You got to keep us updated on that and what you think about that going forward. If you missed that Tacoma at all, I don't think you will, though. I don't think you will. There's a lot more room in the Tundra. The 5.7 is a great engine. Can't go wrong. Camper Mike says, had my first round of treatment last week. Was a rough week, feeling better now. 4 more to go. Mikey boy, you got this, buddy. We're behind you. Keep kicking butt. And keep us updated on that. But prayers to you, my friend, for sure. Let's go to a hockey game soon. Pro. Because the Islanders are killing it. Polaris says, you missed my comment, dude. WTF. Hold on, let me go back. I try not to miss any comments. I don't see... Oh, last I saw from you, Polaris, is Ontario in the house. I don't see your comment here at all. So please say it again. My bad. My bad. Or my phone's bad. I don't know. Rick says, howdy from Washington State. What's up, buddy? Million miler, not Meyer. This is what happens when I don't sleep. We're going to be tripping on words all day. Million says, the king is here. How you get... Oh, you miss me. Yes, I do. I always miss you. Let's have a sip of the good stuff. Cheers to the emergency services and military of this great country and Canada. We love you all. And also to the over-the-road truck drivers. Without you, we would be nothing. And train conductors and engineers. All you guys, you rule. All right, back at it. See if I can talk now. MG says, hey, Mark, I live in California. I found a dealer that has a 2021 Tundra Pro in Lunar Rock coming at MSRP. And with this market, it sounds like a steal. I was planning on getting the new gen, but this is tempting. That is very tempting at MSRP in California. I don't think I've ever seen one MSRP in California. I'll be real with you, buddy. Cali really does markups more than any other state that I know. So might want to take a really good look at that. Camper says, got 44,000 miles on mine now. Goes for the oil change and state inspection tomorrow. Fend off them wanting to sell me other services. Can't stand that. Upselling. Not a fan whatsoever. Luigi says, what's my best option for a supercharger on a 2017 Tundra? I liked Magnuson. I used the Magnuson on a 2017 Tundra. No problems, no issues. There's a few different options out there now. Look around, but I will tell you this. Magnuson's been doing this for a very long time. Great staff. Email them, call them. They'll talk you through the whole process. They'll tell you what dealers around you are certified Magnuson installers, and that'll help you out along the way. If you live anywhere near South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Sparks Toyota, they install those all the time down there. Check them out. But for me, if I was buying another one, I'm going Magnuson again. Million says Des Moines. I always say that wrong, right? What is it? Des Moines? Des Moines, right? 515 in the house, yes. Bam says, do you know what mods Mike Swears has done to his Tundra, like suspension, tire size, gearing, added an external transcooler, etc.? I will tell you what. I will do a fan feature on Swears' truck. I believe it's a 2020 TRD Sport. So I will do a thing on that because I'm not sure what he did. I believe he has a King suspension, if I remember correctly. But it's a hardcore long travel suspension. General tires, but the innards of it, I'll ask him and I'll get all the information and we'll do like a fan feature on it so you can know exactly what he did to his truck. Dear Blind Nation says, may jump ship to Dodge, of all things, if I don't like what's coming. I've waited a long time. I hope I'm not disappointed. I just want to let you know. It's up to you. Do you. Ram, great truck. Uconnect is actually a really good infotainment system, but I don't know, if you're going to keep it long term, you might want to think about it because the reliability, it's just not there with the Ram. My father, I tell this story every once in a while. He bought a brand new one back in like 2016, and it was in the shop 3 times within the first month because the roof was leaking. Now you may say, well, that was 2016, it's 2021, right? But a friend of mine bought a Ram, and the roof is leaking, and it's been in the shop 2 or 3 times already with the same problem. So just make sure you're making the right decision. They have great deals on Rams. You get like $5 to $8 grand off as far as incentives and things like that. It doesn't look like they've been hit hard by the chip shortage because every time I go to the Ram dealer, there's always a ton of them. But take your time and really test drive and look into some of the consumer reports so you don't go wasting your money, But it's a beautiful truck. The look of it is very nice. Mama Cash says, hybrid or twin turbo on the new Tundra? I would take the hybrid if it was the choice all day long. Robert says, hey, how you doing, Robert? Good to see you. Justin, what's up, buddy? I appreciate your videos. I'm waiting and saving for a TRD Pro 2016 double cab. I had a double cab 2016 TRD Pro. Great truck, basic, straight to the point, but I absolutely loved it. Kind of mad that I traded it. It was magnetic gray metallic. Good times. Sir Strickland is in the house. Is it cheaper to order the Tundra? Actually, if this is what you mean, and correct me if I'm saying this wrong, if you mean go into a dealership and sit down with the guy and try to order one exactly as you wanted versus buying what they have on the lot, most of the time, and it could be different depending dealer to dealer, most of the time the stuff they have on the lot, they're going to give you a better deal on, all right, because they want to sell you what they have in inventory, all right, because that's what pushes their commission versus you ordering something and it coming in, 3 weeks to 6 weeks later. You're probably going to have to pay for that. There's not going to be much of a deal. They could deal with their stock a lot better than they can deal with something you order. So keep that in mind. Because if there's stuff that you want on your Tundra that they don't have on the Tundras that are on the lot, see if it's stuff you could install after the fact, like a Sparks Parts thing, where, if you wanted like a TRD dual exhaust and they don't have one with that, well, you can easily order that and have it shipped to your house and then bring it back to them and have them install it. Probably save money that way. Just really think about that. And, when you go into the dealer and say, hey, I want to sit down and build the Tundra the way I want to do it and put in like an order, you can even say if you want, like, unless you give me a great deal on one of these trucks right here, they may actually do it. But that is your best bet. Million says, hey, Mike Swears, can we hook up Mark here with a 2022 Tundra TRD Pro in matte gray with the 1794 interior? Well, I'll be honest with you, that would be cool, but I don't think I'd want the 1794 interior in the Pro. If I was to get the 2022 TRD Pro, I would want pretty much what that picture is. The white with the red interior looks awesome. I would totally take that any day of the week, twice on Sundays. Robert says, I finally hit 5,000 miles today on my 2021. High five to Robert. 5,000 miles. You better bring it in for that first Toyota Care service ASAP, sir. All right, moving on. Ton says, should I sell my 2017 Tundra? The answer is no. Luigi says, it's a 5.7, the greatest engine you could get. I like it. Reviews the Right Way says, looking to see what the actual facts will be on the 2022. I 100% agree with you. I hear it's supposed to max at 13,000 pounds at max capacity with towing on my Voodoo 20. I did hear 13,000 as well. That wouldn't be anything to sneeze at. And it's not like a crazy number that they'd have trouble hitting. So would you guys, let's ask everyone right now, would you be happy if the 2022 Tundra max tow capacity was 13,000 pounds, giving you 3,000 more pounds to play with than the current gen? Go. Million forgives me, thank God. Polaris says, I think the new V6 Tundra will sound like I'm not going to say that. I guess that's the comment you said. I hope it sounds awesome. I hope it sounds awesome. I did see a teaser video. I think it was like a dealer video. Man, it had to be back in like November. I never saw the video again. Dominating Soon. We've talked about this video. A very quick clip of a computer-generated Tundra going down a corridor. It's dark, but like lights are hitting it at certain angles, so you could see small little things here and there, but at the end, it revs the engine. It didn't sound awful, but we shall see. Camper Mike says, thanks, blood work was good yesterday. Yeah, can't wait for local hockey to start if Big Brother doesn't lock us down again. That sounds like that's coming again. Million says, I'm having to get a new co-driver now. Not a fan of California. Only good thing about them is the beautiful ladies. Tesla and Apple and Google are headquartered there. That's it. Riley says, I finally caught a live stream again. Hello from Juneau, Alaska? Is that how you say that? Hope I got that right. We got a lot of Alaska in the house, and I'm very jealous because I want to go to Alaska. I'm coming up there, man. RB says supercharger equals money, premium fuel. Keep that in mind. With the gas prices, they're going up. And if you do get a supercharger, you got to fill it with premium. You are correct on Des Moines. Not wrong at all. Very good. Greetings from Iowa, says Michael. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you, bud. Let's see. Took says, thinking of upgrading to Falcon Wild Peaks for the new truck. Everyone seems to love him. The unsung hero. Someone's here. Thinking of upgrade. Oh, I read that. Ram is dodgy. Million Miler says, sweet. Nick says, here we go. 2020 Crewmax TRD Sport, mainly for towing travel trailer. Hate the tires. What's a good all-weather tire in Ohio? Well, I think you should really look at those Wild Peaks from Falcon that Tukes was just talking about. Everybody loves them. They're kind of more of a mild look compared to, say, like a BFG KO2 or KO3 tire. They look very aggressive for an all-terrain, but everyone seems to love the performance of the Wild Peak when it comes to towing with the travel trailers, you know, that kind of thing, in the weather, the snow, the rain, all that. Decent for the light off-roading, great on-road dry travel, so you might want to check those out. Falcon Wild Peaks seems to be the way, and they're not that expensive either. Tires are no joke when it comes to prices now, but Wild Peaks, not terrible. Million used to live in CR. Ton says, Ram has a horrible reputation for their AC units. There you go. Let's see. You may end up moving back there. All right. Camper Mike says, tons of Rams at the dealer because most know not to buy that junk. Oh, boy. They're not, that's the thing. So the Ram, it's not an awful truck. It does have a good look and everything like that. And if you're going to buy a Ram, I suggest leasing a Ram because at least 3 years, 36,000 miles, you get a warranty, and then you trade out of it before you get any issues. But it's the initial stuff that freaks me out. Like I said with my father and my buddy, with their Rams, right away we're having problems with it. But in the world of Chrysler, the 5.7 Hemi is probably one of the finest engines you could get. So, and there are some people out there, I get these messages all the time. If we do a video, owner trades Ram for Tundra, I'll get messages from the Ram guys saying like, well, I've had my Ram for 200,000 miles and had no issues. And I think that's awesome. No one's here to go after anyone's truck or anything. It's just overall, you hear a lot of issues here and there. So that's what it's all about. But, God bless the folks that have the Ram for 200,000 miles, and I hope them 400,000 more miles of success with it. Hybrid all the way, says Million. Most of them made in Saltillo, Mexico. Also, Camper Mike. So no one wants that junk. Michael says, doubt it will ever happen, but I really wish they would offer the Tundra in 3/4 and 1 ton. Me too. Had to trade my Tundra for an F350 to pull my camper. HD trucks are red hot right now. Let's go, Toyota. Well, maybe if they have success in the half-ton next generation, we'll see something a little bit different, something a little bit extra. Who knows? It would be awesome. Troy, what's going on, buddy? My brother in the Army Green Tundra. What's up, Mark? I'm still loving my paid-off 20 Army Green Tundra Pro with 6,000 miles. Brand new. I'm not getting rid of this truck. Just hope the next gen is just as durable and reliable as the current gen. Me as well, my friend. Me as well. Excuse me. I will hate to see the Army Green go. Mike says, number one, your number one wish is the Crewmax will have a 6-foot bed. Number two is a shifter, not a knob. Okay. I, too, am hoping for the shifter. Somebody asked me this yesterday. Do I think they're going to go to that knob kind of thing like Ram does, for shifting into drive and reverse? I don't think they're going to do that. I think we're going to see a lever still, like in the center console like we have now. I would hate to see some kind of a knob, but if I had to put money on it, if I was a betting man, I say we have something very similar to what we have now. So let's see. But hey, it's Toyota we are talking about. Robert says, did that a week ago. Tomeo says, hello. How you doing, pal? Good to see you. Matt says, any idea on MSRP on a loaded out 2022 Platinum? It's nothing but guessing at this point, but I would probably safely, hopefully I'm not right about this, but look at the price right now of a Platinum. So say the Platinum's about 54, 55,000 MSRP right now. I would throw another 10K on top of that, 8 to 10K on top of that. So say 63 to 65 grand. Look at all the new technology coming, hybrid powertrain, everything brand new, ground up remodel. They got to make their money back somehow. So we're going to be paying a little bit. I think we should be ready for that. Get your second mortgages ready because it won't be cheap. Million says, so have you decided what you're going to do with the 2020 Army Green TRD Pro? Ben decided on that. Would love to keep it to compare with the next gen that I'm getting, but I can't afford it. 100% can't afford it. So when the next generation Tundra comes out, Army Green TRD Pro will be traded in. which is a very sad thing. My brother keeps talking about wanting to buy it from me, which would be cool because it would still be in the family. But I don't know. Tomeo says, still under 14K miles on my 2019 1794. Don't really care. Love that 1794. And one of the rumors going around is that trim is going away, which is why I made the video yesterday. Very sad. Let's see. Robert says, hell yeah, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mario says, my Toyota dealership is offering a Ready Lift leveling kit on my Tundra Platinum. Would you recommend it? If so, what tires would you recommend on a 20-inch rim without it rubbing? Oof. Ready Lift is a great lift system. I guess it depends on which Ready Lift you're going to get. If it was a spacer lift, I would say negative. Not a big fan of the spacer lifts. As far as a 20-inch wheel, what a good tire is, I'm going to throw a weird one out to you. I want you to look into it and get back to me because I feel like these will be the next tires I check out. Check out the Mickey Thompsons. They had the Baja ATZs. There's a newer version of those now. But I figured that would be the next tire I buy. I've always wanted Mickey Thompsons. Check them out. Let me know what you think. As far as rubbing, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure as far as size. We'd have to ask around to people that have 20-inch wheels and see what they've gone up to. Also, we need to know, Mario, what lift? What's the size of the lift? 3-inch, 6-inch? What do you got? Tuke said 13,000 pounds is crazy for a half-ton. No way I would do it. All right. Well, it looks good on paper. John says, what is your thoughts in current gen Tundra's value when the new gen comes out? Do you think the value of the current gen will still hold well if I decide to trade up to the next gen? It's a great question, John, and it's going to require a sip of the good stuff, and then we're going to tackle it. Okay, John, here we go, buddy. We're good to go. Very tough question, and let me tell you why. This isn't normal times in the automotive industry. We're seeing insane things happen right now as far as, you know, we're seeing there's no new Tundras. The used ones, SR5, TRD off-roads with 30,000 miles are going for $55,000. So it's tough to say. I think there will still be value in the current gen when the next gen comes out. I think at some point you will see a little dip in the value when things start to normal out again. But if people don't really like that next generation Tundra and want that V8, I think you're going to see the current gen one we have now level out and stay just above normal for the next few years. After that, I don't know. Because again, we're in unprecedented times when it comes to this automotive industry chip shortage stuff. But I think you're going to see value there for quite a while. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. I'm no market analyst. I'm just going off of what I see when I go look at the dealerships. Because these prices are insane. What they're asking for the Tundras are insane. You go in for an oil change. If anyone has had this happen to them in the last few months, please tell us right now in a comment. If you go to get an oil change at a Toyota dealership, they're trying to buy your truck while it's in there for the oil change because they're desperate for Tundras. So it's a wait-and-see game, John. But if I had to make a semi-educated guess, I think the value will remain up for now because of the shortage. Next gen comes out, it'll all depend on what everybody thinks of that next gen. Will people miss the V8? That'll be what it's all about. Another thing we got to look at is how federal regulations will start to get when it comes to engines that are bad on fuel economy, smog ratings, things like that. You know, is it going to be taxed extra if you have something that's not efficient, like some of these engines that they're going to, the forced induction stuff, small displacement? There's a lot of questions there, but I think it'll level out. I don't think they'll dip too hard down. I think it will go back to normal at some point, but it's all going to depend on when everything in the industry starts to normal out a little bit. I know that is a lot of answer, but it's hard to just give a straight up one there. Michael says, Toyota said the new Tundra will be a world changer. So I'd like to see the tow rating closest to 15,000. I'll be honest with you. This is, you know, I'm non-biased with you. I tell you what I like and dislike. I absolutely love the next generation Tundra. I love what I've seen so far. The things we've talked about for literally years are starting to come true. We're starting to get the technology on the interior we always wanted, pano roof, that kind of stuff. The outside of the truck looks great. It looks like a pickup truck. It looks like a Tundra that's been touched up for the future a little bit, which is great. But right now, we haven't seen anything as far as, you know, and I'm not talking about rumors. We've been talking rumors forever, right? So they don't count. We haven't seen anything that looks like it's going to be something that is a world beater, which is the term I've heard. So those engine numbers that keep getting rumored around are good, but world beater, I don't know. Something needs to come out that they're not telling us yet that'll make us go, oh, there it is. That's the thing. That's going to put it at the top of the half-ton market for a little while. That's going to make it a competitor again. So far, it's a great upgrade to the Tundra, but world beater, not sure yet. Let me know what you think. Mario says, I was thinking of going a little bigger with Nitto Terra Grappler G2s to give it more of an aggressive look. Well, people love their Nittos, so can't go wrong there. Tomato says, yeah, I don't really care for the 13,000 towing capacity. Got it. Yes, Juno is the correct pronunciation. I'm getting better with that stuff. Isaiah, what's going on? Excuse me. I finally found a 2021 SR5 Tundra. It was slightly altered by the dealer with a 2.5-inch lift Toyo OC 305/55 R20 tires, sway bars, and the TRD exhaust. Money well spent. Isaiah, how much? How much was that? When the dealer does that kind of work to it, it usually ups that price quite a bit. So if you don't mind telling us how much it was, hit us up. Million says, oh, is that Mike Swears with your new Tundra? I don't know what that means, but I would love one. Luigi says, I'd prefer an increase in payload over tow capacity. That is something I want to see too. Everyone talks about payload. That number needs to come up a little bit. What is it right now, like 1,300? It's pretty low. Fred F says, the all-new Tundra. I am beyond ready. Tundra for life, baby. I like it. I agree. Camper says, doorbell, his pizza has arrived. No pizza. Oh, I need a break from cheese, man. Matt says, Toyo AT2 are great in dry weather, but awful wet traction. Very good to know. Thank you for that one, Matt. That's a big one. Jeremy says, Camper Mike, we are praying for you. Absolutely. Robert says, added airbag rides like a different truck. Airbags, man. People that tow a lot, add them and love them. Camper Mike says, yeah, 4 Hankook Dana Pro tires for mine were just over $900. Not cheap. Michael says, bought one, never again, just junk. I'm guessing you mean Ram there. Sir Strickland says, does the Platinum ever come on the lot with no chrome? No. You got to do all that work yourself. And I'll be honest with you, say a dealer bought a Platinum and did all the stuff I did to the Platinum Pro as far as looks to the outside, you would probably be paying an arm and a leg for it versus doing it yourself. So keep that in mind. Man, I got this cough going. Wow, that is a lot. Expertise says, I'm missing people's messages today. If I missed your message, please type it again, because it's not because I'm like skipping it. I'm just not seeing it. I don't know what's going on here. Trey says it is going to be a half-ton or like the HSA Titan. It's going to be a half-ton. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's a half-ton truck for sure. The look of it and the way they were not really letting people see on the mules, the rear suspension and everything like that, makes me think that it's a half-ton that's going to be built up a little bit, right? So maybe you're not going to see a 2500 style Tundra, but it looks like they're putting big parts on this thing, and that tow rating is going to be high. Hopefully the payload's good, and it kind of acts more like a, not a heavy duty, but on its way to a heavy duty. We shall see. We can't be far away from you know, seeing this thing. Like I said, I'm thinking 9/19 because of that teaser video. Oh, you meant HD Titan. I was like, I don't know what HSA means. Is that health insurance there, buddy? Isaiah says, sorry, it's a 4x4 Crew Max. I'm up here in the great country of Canada. Love it. DH says, Mark, I wish the next-gen dual exhaust option would be like the Ram dual exhaust system, coming out below the rear bumper. DH, I 100% agree with you. I did a exhaust system on my 2009. It was a custom exhaust system, Flowmaster 40 single shots, true dual all the way back, but I had it coming out the rear of the truck. I like that look a lot better. I'm with you. Keep it. Why? Got to get rid of it for the next gen. It's just the way it's got to be. Michael says, saw your video where they showed the time on the phone and you suspected that would be the release date. Nice catch. I think you're right. I think I'm right too. And it's not because it was just sitting on the phone. It's that they hovered on that phone for a long time. They showed the phone going on the wireless charger, which, oh, cool, wireless charger, great feature. Sitting up, which is even cooler. But the way it just focused on what the phone said for a while, it didn't sit right with me. So anytime those teasers come out, I always try to really break them down and find the things they're not wanting you to see, per se. But little things that are, you know, on the edge of the screen and stuff like that. It's always a lot of fun. I always try to go to bat for you guys. You got to know that. Nick says, why is Falcon Wild Peak better than BFG? I missed it. That's just what the people are saying. A lot of people complain when they tow with the BFG KO2. I had the BFG KO2. The only thing I ever towed with those was a boat. It was a 21 foot. I believe it was a Pro line. It was my father's boat. Never had an issue. We didn't tow it super long distances or anything like that. But a lot of people don't like the BFG KO2s for towing, while on the other hand, people love the Wild Peaks. So you got to get somebody on here that tows a lot with their Tundra to talk about the Wild Peaks if they've had both of those tires to compare. Rick says, great info. Got to get back to work. Catch you later. Rick, good to see you, buddy. Work well, work hard. Mario says 2-inch leveling. All right, that's a good look. It's a good look. Strickland says, with the prices going up on the trucks, do you think Toyota will offer better discounts? I don't think so. Because of the way the market is and how there's no new, I think we're not going to see incentives for a while. And that's a guess, but I think that's an educated guess. They took incentives away about 5 months ago at this point. M says, have you had the chance to visit TMMTX? I have not. It is on the bucket list, though, for sure. I've never been to Texas. It's a sad day. Antonio says, hello, Mark and viewers. Just joined. What have I missed? We're just talking about the next gen, talking about pricing, a lot of talk about what will happen to the current generation Tundra when the next gen comes out as far as value. It's a give and take. Trade now, trade later. A lot of people have questions. Yeah, Toyota dealer tried hard to buy my Tundra a few weeks ago. There you go. Excuse me. Robert says, pricing will drop like a rock in water. Look what happened to Nissan when they lost the diesel. I don't know. Nissan, I feel bad for Nissan. They really tried with that Titan when it came out. They had that XD version. Never took off. That was kind of like, it was almost like it was confused. It's like, we're not a half-ton, but we're not a heavy duty. We're kind of sitting right in the middle. And it was a great idea because maybe they were going for that group that doesn't want to buy like a full-on heavy-duty truck, but they need more than a half-ton. But it never took off. And they ended up getting rid of the diesel engine a few years in, and poor Titan, poor Titan. Drew says, Antonio, you're late. Called them out. Raptor, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Isaiah says, 60K Canadian plus tax. That's actually not bad for Canadian. Not bad at all. Took says, look at previous gen low mileage Tacomas and Tundras. They bring good money if you could find one. I can't see that changing. There you go. Expertise says, thanks. Again, I apologize for missing messages. It's not me. It's just not showing up on here. Million says, that comment was referring to when your doorbell rang. I was hoping it would be Big Mike with a new Tundra. There we go. Sorry. The problem is I'm so behind on the comments that it would make total sense if that happened right when I was reading them, but I apologize for that. Sonar, what's going on? A cheers to all of you out there. Here's to a great weekend. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Do something fun. It's not all about work and chores. You got to do something fun this weekend. I say that for myself, too. I've been working too much. Troy says, dealership near me in South Central Mississippi has 13... Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody told me this once. If you're from there, you say Mississippi, right? Don't you not say... Let me know. Has 13 new Tundras and 8 new Tacomas on the lot. Whoa. The off-road and pro Tacomas are 10K market adjustments and Tundras are 2K in adjustments. Crazy. Not just crazy, but what's crazy is you haven't filmed anything and sent it to me so I could add to my dealership videos. Please go down there. Take care of that. That's a lot of Tundras. I think the people would love to see that because they're just, I get like 2 around me at most. Million says, when I was younger as a kid, I loved the chrome look. Not now so much. The no chrome look is so much better. I agree. My former F-150 STX had no chrome, and that was a beautiful truck. Yeah, it's not bad. I like the body color look. That's just me, though. Everybody's different. Tomeo says the world beater engine will be the twin turbo V6 with a 180 horsepower electric motor hybrid drive system. Yeah, I don't know. I saw some of the rumored numbers, and I think I was just expecting a little bit more, but hey, who am I? I'm just a guy. Luigi says almost 1,600 pounds payload on my configuration. It's an SR5 Crew Max flex fuel. I only use ethanol-free with the front bench seat. The only downside is that I had to give up the 38-gallon gas tank. That is a big downside. Renato says, hello, Mark. This is Renato. How are you doing, brother? Where is the beer? Oh, dude, right here, buddy. Friday night. More like Friday afternoon, but you know what? It's night to me. When you work overnight, this is night. John says, almost missed this. Shirt came in. Thank you. Going to wear it on my channel. That okay? Dude, rock and roll with it, buddy. Absolutely. Send me the link to your channel on my email, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Robert says, lack of advertising. Agree. Robert says, Nissan's lack of advertising on the XD and crappy dealerships was the downfall of the Titan XD. Also, I hear a rumor, if anybody is a Nissan buyer, please let me know if this is true. Sales people at the Nissan dealerships, extra pushy, don't really want to deal with you unless you're ready to buy now. Some of the rumors I've heard of Nissan dealerships, not just one or two, but quite a few of them. I guess the salesmen are really pushed hard to make sales, so the experience with customers gets lost a little bit. I don't know if that's real or not. Please let me know if you've ever dealt with them. No worries. What do you suggest I do this weekend, Mark? Well, if you're not on the road traveling, hang out, man. The Olympics are on. I can't wait to just watch a little Olympics. Team USA, Toyota sponsorship. Let's go, baby. Renato says, just saw it. Cheers. Cheers to you, buddy. Raptor says, happy Friday. Absolutely. Drew says, I have had an 08 SR5. 13 Rock Warrior. Jealous of your 13 Rock Warrior. It's one of the packages I never got and always wanted. And now a 17 TRD, all with Wild Peak. Non-standard sizing, but not far off. 275/70 R18, which is an amazing size. With E-load range, the wear seems to be superior. When you use the word superior, that's a good thing. So thank you, Drew. That was big, buddy. I'm definitely, let's not forget, on the picture of that next generation 2022 TRD Pro Tundra that Toyota put out last month, we did the video on. That had Wild Peaks on it. So hopefully that's available on a lot more trims. Riley says, wish I could have a weekend, but I'm in the middle of a 20-day rotation as a geologist. Well, your work is important. So after that 20-day, then you chill. You got to take some time off. That's it. That's the rule. That's the medication. Drew says, talk to my father-in-law into them on his Ram 1500. Agrees they are quieter and no issues towing 6,000 to 8,000 versus his BFGs. Coming through in the clutch, Drew. Love it. I'm definitely buying those tires next, but I really want those Mickey Thompsons too. Got to figure that out. Is the Limited the best route to go if you want no chrome but platinum style? Woo! Now, if price doesn't matter, I'm going platinum because there's actually less chrome to remove on the platinum. Don't forget, the platinum has body color front and rear bumpers. The only chrome you have to get rid of is that grille, mirror caps, and handles. And then you're good. Then you're chrome free. On the Limited, you got chrome front end caps, chrome front grille, and then all the other chrome we just talked about. So the end caps cost about $800. You could save about $800 if you buy a platinum, so if that makes sense to you. Those seats in the platinum are worth it, though, I'm telling you. Jerome says, are there any auto shows coming up in the States for reveal of the next gen, New York in August? New York won't have it because if we're looking at 9/19, the New York show is late August, right? Philly is in January, so that's what I'm aiming to go to. I'm guessing it'll be there. That is my plan, Stan. EP says, hi, Mark. EP, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. This is the most uncomfortable chair I've ever sat in my life. That chair back there is even worse. I think it's time to upgrade chairs in the office. MG says, question mark. If they're taking the V8 out of the Tundra, what does that mean for the V6s on the Tacoma and 4Runner? Are they going i4? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the V6s will remain in the Tundra, or excuse me, the V6s will remain in the 4Runner and Tacoma, just tuned differently. Don't forget, the rumored V6 that's going in the Tundra is twin turbo. So forced induction versus naturally aspirated in the 4Runner and the Tacoma. So just tuned differently. Jason says, what's up, Mark? How you doing, pal? Dad just bought a 2021 Tacoma and inquired about a TRD dual exhaust, and the Toyota dealership told them they didn't offer it for his year. So the Tacoma doesn't have a dual exhaust from TRD. They have a single outlet exhaust, not dual. So first let me know if you meant to say Tacoma, and if you did, the TRD is just a single outlet exhaust. It sounds great though. If you go look at my playlist when I had the 2021 Tacoma TRD Pro, that had the exhaust. Listen to that, it sounds pretty good. Drew says, seems to be hype around the AT3 Falcons here in North Dakota. My local Goodyear dealer actively pushes them because they result in happy customers. Also, to his case, Goodyears are no good. It's funny when the Goodyear guy's telling you to buy something else. Good call, good call. Troy says, if I go over that way soon, I will get a video to you, Mark. No problem there. Please do, buddy. I would really appreciate that. That's a lot of Tundras. Thinking about ordering some food delivered, Mark. What should I get? I don't know what's around you, and I don't know what type of food you're trying to get, but I'm going to give you two different directions. Number one, if you're looking for a good dinner, Outback all day long. Bloomin' Onion, can't go wrong. If you're looking more fast food, Chick-fil-A. Great company, great organization, great food. Can't go wrong. Let's see. Tomeo says, yes, Team USA switching some Olympic currently. Oh, watching. You said witching. So I thought you were Blair witching the USA team. Watching some Olympics currently myself. I like it. Chris Rice says, how you doing, Chris? Good to see you, buddy. Toyota doing lots of commercials on Olympic channels, but nothing on the new Tundra. Seems like it would be a great place for a Tundra commercial. Totally agree. Totally agree. Don't get it. Robert says, Nissan dealership salespeople are pushy and lie. We bought my XD diesel in 2017, and they push the truck as a 3/4 ton truck. They lie or they're just uninformed. Could go either way, I guess. Very true. Chris Rice says Tomeo. Absolutely. EP has donated $25 to the channel, and he said, this is towards your 2022 Tundra. Thanks for all of your time and hard work on the channel for all of us. You're a good man, EP. High five to you, pal. Appreciate it. We know that Tundra is not going to be cheap. We know I'm probably going to go into massive debt to get it, but I'm still going to do it for you and me and this channel. Should be fun. I am trying to get the TRD Pro. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to get the TRD Pro. That thing looked awesome. Isaiah says, the dollar conversion of 60K Canadian to US is 48K. That's what I'm saying. It's a great deal. I am personally fond of the Open Country AT3 tires. Toyo is amazing. I had Toyos. These tires work great in the Canadian winters for sure. I had the mud terrains though. They were loud on the road, but I loved them. How much you want for that chair behind you if you no longer want it? This chair's, dude. Oh, wrong side, this one. That chair, there's nothing left on it. It's been broken for years. This thing's falling apart. She's going away soon in the garbage can. Antonio says, Chrome Lives matter. Only on my big rig, though. There you go, buddy. Yeah, like a nice Peterbilt. Chrome on that looks good. Brian says we have 13 Tundras here in Billings, Montana. Used ones. Still not bad, Brian. Still not bad. That's a lot. I love Montana. Never been. Want to go. Million says, they have both Outback and Chick-fil-A around me also. Let me tell you what, buddy. There's nothing better than having both of them around you. Million says, which to do? What do you suggest between the two? For takeout, you got to go Chick-fil-A. If you're going to sit in, Outback for sure. But it's going to, what is it, Friday night, 4:37 here. So it's going to be crowded. EP says, so awesome. Can't wait to see it. TRD Pro all the way, Mark. It's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive. It's going to break me in half, but I can't wait to do it. Million says, oh, I love the chrome on the long-nosed Peter. Or Pete, whatever you guys say. I pass a Peterbilt dealership every time I go to the lake house in Pocono, and I'm not a trucker. But if I ever was, Peterbilt. Just saying. So here's to the Peterbilt guys out there. I guess the Mack guys, too. What's after that? Kenilworth? I don't even know. Pierce? No, they make fire trucks, right? Could go for a nice steak right about now, says Tukes. Me too. You know, I'm doing that no beef, no pork thing. I've been doing it all of 2021. I haven't had a steak this year. So wife and I went to lunch. She had a cheeseburger. I had chicken fingers. And let me tell you, I'm staring at her eating that cheeseburger. And I'm like, wow, I missed the cheeseburgers. I'm going to try to keep this thing going. I don't know how much longer I can, though. I miss meat. For sure. International is another brand. Yes, yes. Hillbilly says, howdy, I'm late at Daytona Beach. This is Dion with the Inferno Tundra. Oh, I know, buddy. Make sure you say hi to the Daytona International Raceway. I got to go there. Took says, got a Pierce about 50 feet away from me as we speak. Beautiful looking fire trucks. Great brand, great brand. Mike says, sorry about the steak thing. Me too, buddy. Me too. I miss it. How much does it cost to put TRD Pro True Dual exhaust? Well, the cost of the part is about $1,100. Excuse me. And here comes the plug, sparksparts.com. Use promo code TundraDude34 to save 5%. I think it's like $1030 something right now, so $1,036, something around there for that. And then to install it, the dealership will probably do it for about $100. I wouldn't think it'd be any more than that. It's just a couple bolts on, a couple bolts off. Let's see. Million says, if you want a Peterbilt, go drive for Werner and make sure they send you to Dallas to get your truck. That's where they keep the new Pete's when I drove for them. There you go. Tomato says, good work on the no red meat. Fish and chicken. That's all I eat. Fish and chicken. Although I will tell you, and I'm a huge seafood guy. Favorite type of food. Since I've started this journey, I have not had seafood one time. Not once. So I don't know what I'm doing. Dion says, we'll be there tomorrow. Awesome. Rodeo Magic says, good afternoon, Mark. How you doing, pal? Hanging out with you from my place of work. I worked the night shift like you for 34 years. That's pretty insane, but pretty awesome at the same time. So to the night shift guys, rock and roll, buddy. Doing the tour. That's awesome. Yeah, take some pictures there, Dion. Joseph says, the Toyota dealership in Ocala, Florida has 3 to 4 used Tundras. Joe, let's see how good I am right now, buddy. DeLuca Toyota is in Ocala, Florida, right? Is that the name of the dealership? Sean says, hi, Mark. Do you still like running mid-grade fuel in your Tundra? What was your process for switching over? I assume run the tank down as low as you comfortably can before pumping the new grade in. Sean, so here was my mindset on that because I get asked that question quite a bit. It doesn't make sense because people are like, just use regular. Copy that. But I was coming from a Platinum where I was getting premium fuel in my Tundra. When I switched it over to naturally aspirated, I don't know. I instantly went, they filled the truck up before they gave it to me. So it had regular fuel in it at first. And then I ran it all the way down to where the light came on. And then I put medium grade in, and I've just been running it like that ever since. Is there a rhyme or reason to it? No. Do I believe higher octane fuel makes the truck run a little better? Placebo effect? Yes. So that's why I do it, my friend. That is why I do it. I don't know what to tell you, but coming from the premium with the supercharger was a big proponent of that. Hillbilly says, sorry about steak, man. Thank you. Thank you. It's like I lost somebody. Christopher says, Biden says he drove an 18-wheeler. Okay. Jimmy says, hi. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? What am I doing for dinner tonight? It's a good question. We had a big lunch, so I don't know. Whatever's around, maybe a little peanut butter on toast, something like that. Nothing too crazy tonight. I'm still full from lunch. Went up to the boardwalk, Seaside Heights. Played a little mini golf. It was fun. Jerome says, have to go. See you next time, Mark. Be safe, be well, buddy. Sorry about the Montreal Canadiens. Rough loss. Renato says, Mark, question. I have a 2020 Tundra Army Green Crew Max wireless charger, tailgate lock, spray-on bed liner, tonneau cover, full protective film, 5,000 miles. How much should a dealership offer? Tough question. Tough question. Just remember, the stuff you add to the Tundra really doesn't matter when it comes to trade-in. They take your truck, they put the VIN in their system, and they go off of what is on the truck's stock when it's built or what is added at port. But if you want me to make an educated guess, what do you got here? So you got 5,000 miles, still pretty much brand new. Army Green Crew Max, you didn't say if it was an SR5 or not, but Army Green is only offered on the TRD packages, so I'm going to guess you have an SR5 TRD off-road. Somewhere in the 40s, I would think. Probably. Could be completely wrong, though. It all depends on your region, how things are selling. There's a lot that comes into play on that, but Dion says, cheers to the night shift, folks. God bless. Yeah, it's fun. It's not fun at all. That's a total lie. Tomeo says, we got some great seafood here in, what's ENC? I don't know what that is. Yup, night shift here, guy, or night shift guy here too. I love it. Yeah, man, overnights, baby. What do I do? 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. is my shift. Troy says 63 viewers and 21 likes. Hit the like button, folks. Troy is on the money on that one. Tomato says, yes, hit the like button. John says, yo. I messed up. He didn't say yo. He said you. You deer hunting this season? Tundras are great hunt trucks. That was gigantic where I grew up in New York, but down here, not much going on with that. Took said, love me some New England seafood. Best in the world. I am blessed to live, I guess about 5 to 10 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean. So we have a lot of great restaurants right along, Point Pleasant, Seaside, if you know the area. Yeah, great seafood here too. But New England, can't go wrong. Jimmy says, 2022 Tundra, what a shocking interior. It looks good. I agree. Chris says, sorry about that, LOL. Luigi says, I had my TRD dual exhaust installed for less than $900, parts included, at Cox Toyota in Burlington, North Carolina. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's a great deal, actually. Million Miler says, if you were going to get some food order for tonight, what would you get for you and the wife? Probably Chinese. We haven't had Chinese in a while. That's the direction I would go. I do like me some Chinese. Renato says, TRD Pro, sorry. Oh, you have a Pro? Oh, high 40s, low 50s for sure. That's awesome. But again, it depends on your market. It depends on your market and how knowledgeable the used car sales manager is. Do they know what they're getting? Because the Army Green 2020 Pro is going to be one of those trucks that's looked at as extremely rare. Don't forget, COVID happened in 2020. The production numbers weren't there like they should have been. Army Green, TRD Pro, you should be getting some cashola for that thing. Correct, Mark DeLuca Toyota. They're asking an arm and a leg and 3 toes and a thumb as far as pricing is concerned. Yeah, that's pretty much around the country right now, though. Everyone's of that same nature. Tomato says, yes, hit the like button. Rodeo Magic said, I will be retiring next year. Maybe one day we could get together in the Poconos and have a beer and do a live stream. Maybe we could get together in the Poconos and have a bunch of beers and do a live stream. High five to you, pal. I'm in. John says, happy Aloha Friday, dude, from Northern California. New viewer, big fan. John, happy to have you here, buddy. And how's the weather over there in Northern California today? Here in New Jersey, we're looking at about 85 to 90 degrees and windy. Tornadoes all over my area last night. Ruined a lot of houses all around my town. Tomeo says, Eastern North Carolina. I don't know why I messed that up. North Carolina is amazing, by the way. Topsail Island I used to visit. Million Miler says, I just hit the like button. By the way, Tomeo, I don't know if you've ever had this place, but there's a place. I believe the town was called Back Swamp, North Carolina. The place is called Mike's Farm. They have all fresh food there, family style, like all you can eat, but everything is made on site. Mike's Farm, check it out. Worth the trip. Million says, I just hit the like button. Thank you very much. Rodeo says 6 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. That's a real shift right there. Million says, I'm unfortunately allergic to seafood and onions. Oh, boy. Not as bad as you think. Now, you probably get used to it. It's the same thing with overnights. Any overnight shift, you just get used to it after a while. Problem is, I can't ever catch my sleep up. So I'm off tomorrow. So what I did was I came home from work and slept for 3 hours, woke up, and then the wife and I went out and did something. I'm extremely tired right now. But tonight I'll sleep normal. Luigi says, is anyone interested in my old exhaust? It's been sitting in my garage since I installed my TRD dual exhaust. So I'm guessing it's a stock single exhaust. If anyone is interested, Luigi's your man. Riley says, fresh salmon here in Alaska, Mark. Even more of a reason to visit. I agree, buddy. I agree. Strickland says, enjoy your life, we want more. I don't know what that means, but I'm always enjoying my life. You know how I enjoy my life? Making these videos and hanging out with you, bud. That's how. Congrats on retiring. I like it. Million Miler has donated $46 to the channel, and he says, Will this be enough for dinner for you and your wife tonight? If so, dinner is on me. My way of saying thanks for your support. This evens out my account. Well, that's very nice of you. That is huge. Thank you very much for that. Yes, it will be more than enough. That is very, very nice. I appreciate that, Million Miler. Chinese on you tonight, buddy. Good man. That's awesome. Chris says 2020 TRD Pro with 5K miles would easily be 60K in SoCal. Nuts. Rodeo Magic says, Hillbilly Deluxe, thanks, brother. Yes, yes. Tomato says, I have to check that place. Check that place out. I'm telling you, it is worth the ride. Mike's Farm. People wait in line for this place. I went there myself. Amazing. I have a mug around here somewhere. I did, at least, at one point. I don't know where that mug went. Hillbilly says, hit the likes. Only 25 likes. Hit it, he says. I got 34 likes. I'll take it. Chris says, prices are crazy. I agree with that one. Tebow, what's going on? Sorry, late to the stream. Just ordered my Tundra grab handle and tailgate lock from Sparks Parts using your discount code. There you go, buddy. Can't wait. Nice. Let's plug that real quick. Let me do my 2 plugs here. Please listen up if you are interested in saving a little cashola. If you want parts for your Tundra or any Toyota, sparksparts.com. Promo code TundraDude34. It saves you 5%. They have everything for your Toyota there. Stock and performance parts. If you like the Toyota TRD and Toyota racing gear that I wear, visit the website Toyota Outfitters. Use promo code TundraDude, one word, all capitals. Saves you 25% site-wide. I don't know if this is still on there, but this was one of the items I bought from there. It's just a Tundra hat. You know, all the shirts I wear, all the Toyota stuff. Even this. How about Toyota socks? They got it all there. TundraDude, one word, all capitals. Saves you 25%, Toyota Outfitters. Clothing, tailgating gear, clocks, mugs, hot beverage thermoses, all that stuff. Crazy stuff there. Hats, see all those hats? Crazy. Crazy. Go save some money. Took says, any way you could switch to days at some point, Mark? Probably, but I like nights. I like nights. I unload trucks. So I run a team. I manage a team that unloads trucks. And our job is a lot easier at night. For sure. KBG, what's going on, buddy? Sorry, could only catch the end here. We'll watch the rest later. Southern California in the house. Ordered some parts to dress up interior with some carbon fiber pieces. Not bad at all. I like it. And just you stopping in and saying hello means the world to me. So thank you very much. Million says, no problem. Glad to do it. Very nice of you. Jimmy says, 2022 Tundra red seats look awesome. I agree. Do you like the red seats in the picture of the 2022 TRD Pro in white? Go. Million says, 35 likes so far. I got 36. That's good. Tomato says, yes, they, Mike's Farm, have top reviews on Google. Please go there, enjoy it, and then come back to me and let me know what you think. Like I said, it's family style, so everything kind of comes out, and you guys eat through it, and then they'll keep replenishing it if you want. Fried chicken, mac and cheese, bueno. Bueno. Check it out. Chris says, we have a Tom's Farm in SoCal. I wonder how Tom's Farm is. Tebow says, Jimmy fam, I'm not too fond of the red seats at all. Definitely would rather have black. They would probably age better too, I'm sure. Million says 37 likes now. Yes, sir. Antonio says, saw my 2020 TRD Pro 4Runner sold, I think you're trying to say, for mid-70s in SoCal. Crazy there are people who buy these vehicles. It's real. People are buying them. KBG says, no, 1794 seats, much nicer to me. Agree. Took says, have a great night, everyone. Enjoy the summer season. Tooks, be safe and be well out there, pal. Million Miler says 38 now. Upside says, love the red seats. I hope they're as comfortable as they look, too. Me too, pal. Me too. Perforated, the way it should be. Dion says, love it. Jimmy says, I prefer red seats on the Tundra. Strickland says, what do you think the colors will be for the Platinum? The seats will be black, I would think. Oops, sorry about that. I hit the wire. The seats will be black. I don't know if there'll be options with the seats as far as color, but we shall see. Tomato says, OMG, a 4Runner for 70K. Wow. If you guys saw, I walked that dealership a couple weeks ago. There was a brand new TRD Pro Tacoma on the lot, and it was like $66,000, so that's not too far out there. Ridwin says, are the 2022 Tundras affected by the chip shortage? Do we know to what extent the chip shortage will affect the new Tundra? I'm going to say not totally affected by it. I think they're saving some chips for the new ones. So I don't think it'll be too bad with the new ones, but we shall see. At first, they might just be real cautious on how they, put out the Tundra. Maybe a dealership won't have 50. Maybe the dealership will have 8. You know what I mean? That's going to be a wait-and-see game, but I can't wait to see where that heads up. Joseph says, getting ready to head back to New Jersey for my daughter's wedding, driving my 2020 SR5 TRD off-road DC from Ocala, Florida. We'll track the mileage. 1,100-mile trip one way. We'll let you know how it goes. Where in New Jersey, Joseph? Where in New Jersey? Tomeo says, yep, love the red seats. I like it. Tebow says, yeah, here in SoCal, there's markups for 400 TRD Pros in the $15,000 range. Absolutely insane. Bunch of dealerships. Well, the TRD Pro 4Runner is the most sought-after TRD Pro of all of them. So the prices have always been up, long before this chip issue. Robert says, can't say that. Yeah, you got to be careful what you say on YouTube. So many regulations. But I will say, who's crazy enough to spend 60 to 70K on a Tundra? This guy. You'll soon see. For sure, Tebow, they are dealerships. They will never get my business. There you go. People ain't having it. That is a lot of money for sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So much money. Soon we're going to be paying house prices on these cars and trucks. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. I don't know. But I'm going to do it for the channel. It's a business write-off, right? So you guys will see all the new stuff with the next generation Tundra. If the hybrid engine comes true, which it looks like it will, it's not just a rumor anymore. We're getting closer and closer. I'm going hybrid all the way. I'm going to test that. I want to see what the fuel mileage would be. Saw some rumors of 24 mpg, which would be awesome compared to the 11 to 13 people get nowadays. So that'll be something to see as well. Chris says, yes, Tebow, prices going up and customer service going down. Not good. No, not at all. Lucas says, masshole checking in before heading out for dinner. You can't leave before you tell me what you're having for dinner. But I love when the massholes are here. Million says, I wonder what the markups are on the Prius L Eco, if there are any. I'll have to check that out next time. Tebow says, keep the 5.7 Toyota, at least do one thing right. I don't know. That would be nice. If I was Toyota, I would keep the 5.7 for a couple years into the next gen and then phase it out. That's just me. Ridwan says, Ford is keeping the V8. Do you think the V8 may reappear? I think if we don't see the V8 come over to the Tundra with the next gen just for those first couple years like we just talked about, I don't think it's ever coming back. Lucas says, does anyone know if the F-150 with the 5.0 rev higher than the EcoBoost variant? It's a great question. Joseph said, Edison area. Hopefully COVID-19 won't be a problem. Oh, I hope so as well. I live in Ocean County, so you will be passing me, so make sure you wave on your way by. Robert says, better stop that coughing. You may get banned on YouTube due to COVID. Nah, it's not that, man. I need like a water or something right now. I got the dry throat action going on. Dude, I don't get sick. I grew up swimming in the Hudson River, okay? And that was like swimming in the Hudson River in the 80s when the Hudson River wasn't nice and clean like it is today. So bring it on. I got it. I can handle it all. My immune system is made of steel. Let's go. Tebow says, whiskey helps. Oh, rock and roll. Million says, Lucas, are you referring to the 2.7 or 3.5 EcoBoost? And he said 3.5 EcoBoost. Lucas says 5.0 V8, obviously. Dinner is salt and vinegar, chicken wings, and Vietnamese sandwich. That sounds like a Boston Red Sox fan kind of dinner right there. I could see that. Flying Aceful, 5.7 will be good as optional. I agree. Million says, my 2.7, I have revved higher than the 5.0 because of the twin turbo. Antonio says, I guess we were wrong about Toyota not building the TRD Pro the first year of the new gen. Toyota going all out, I guess. I would have lost money on that bet. Rodeo says, good shot at JD. Hillbilly says, why no meat, bud? I don't know. I like to challenge myself with things, and growing up, just my entire life, I'm a big beef guy. Like, I'm eating burgers, steak all day, every day, and I just wanted to shut it down to see if I could. I also gave up fast food back in February, and fast food and me were best friends. So the fact that I was able to do that is good. There's a lot of things I gave up. Just started to give up on stuff. Getting older. Got to start caring a little more. Million says, I test drove a 3.5 EcoBoost Raptor, and it's faster than the 5.0. Okay. MG says, Mark, did you see the picture that TFL now posted here on YouTube? Looks totally like the front of the Tundra, but it's smaller than a Tacoma. What was that? I'll have to check that out. My bad. Brian says, I saved $75 using that code. Thank you. Buddy, anything for you. Always here to save you guys money. That's what the codes are about. Robert said, I would like to see a bigger V8, like a 6.4, 6.6 over a twin-turbo V6. Agree. Tebow says, it could be like the Raptor, how Ford got rid of the V8 for a little and are just now bringing it back with the 5.2 supercharged V8. Could be, could be. Million says the new 5.0 Coyote now has auto start and stop and also cylinder deactivation tech for 2021. Bleh. I don't like the cylinder deactivation at all. But that's just me. All right, we're going to call it an evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go hang out with the wife because I never see her anymore because of these shifts that I'm always doing. So I think we're going to go watch a movie. We went to lunch today. I'm going to hang out with her all weekend, but I'm going to make a video tomorrow, and we're going to do the dealership walk on Sunday. So make sure you come on by and, you know, check out the videos, hit the like button, check out the playlist. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thanks for being here. You've joined at the right time because the next generation is right around the corner. Go check out the playlist. Next Generation Tundra playlist is the most popular one. And that will show you all the rumors we've been dealing with for the past 2.5 years. Once again, thank you everyone for 28,000 subscribers and 10 million views on YouTube right here on this channel. It is a lot of fun to be able to talk with you as we do about these Tundras all the time. I love the live streams. They're my favorite. I just like doing everything. Labor of love is this channel. Hopefully one day could be my primary source of income so I don't have to throw boxes all over the place in the back of a 130-degree trailer. But I guess that keeps me from getting fat. So I'm not mad. But anyway, enough rambling. Have a great night. Be safe, be well. I thank you guys for watching. Let me see what everybody's saying here, and then we're going to call it. Will do to you and yours and everyone else. Stay safe and stay well. You too, buddy. Chris says, I hate the cylinder deactivation. Yep. Million says, please be safe and be well and enjoy your dinner on me. Thank you once again, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. John says, have a great weekend. Make a bit. Stop. Renato says, have a good evening, Mark. Ridwin with the thumbs up. You as well, pal. Chris says, have a great evening. You too, buddy. Tebow says, thanks, Mark, for all you do. Tebow, thanks for being here, buddy. I do it because you're here. That's why we're doing it. EP says, have a great weekend, all. EP, thank you very much for your donation to the next gen. Christopher says, LOL to John, of course. Flying says, have a blessed weekend. You do the same thing, buddy. Million says, yes, sir. Glad to do it. All right, everyone. Be safe. Be well. And don't forget, on the way out, make sure you say thank you to someone in the military or emergency services of this country. They are here to protect us. This country 100,000% supports all military and all emergency services, police, fire, EMS, all of you, and especially those over-the-road truckers, all right? Because without those over-the-road truckers and the cargo ship guys and the train engineers, we aren't getting anything without those folks. So please just help somebody out this weekend. Say thank you, but make sure you look at those folks that are keeping us safe every single day, whether it be the entire country or your local community, because without them, we're nothing, okay? So everyone stay safe, stay well. I just got a $20 donation from Upside who said, you're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you very much for doing that. That is cool. But once again, reiterate one more time, please say thank you to all of the emergency services people you see this weekend, including the military. That is your homework, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great one. Let's go hang out with the wife.